as always. And we have a fucking band all the way once again from Quebec, man. Please introduce yourself and the band, and let us know what you do in the band.
Well, hi. uh, my name is Alex. The rhythm guitar player for the band Upon Your Grave. We're kind of a mix of death metal, metalcore, deathcore, all those kind of
Yeah, bit of
genres of metal,
thrash.
all mixed in one bag. We're from Quebec City, and yeah, we just released our EP called Golden Decay October 7th, a few weeks ago, and yeah, we're here today.
No, I got a chance to sit down today after work. I've actually done it a decent time, man. And I'm not sure your first song that came up, and then your last one I was just listening to is reviewed. I don't know. I'm very dyslexic, right?
The first song revived, yeah, the intro from the EP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm impressed, man. Like a lot of people, they were like, I didn't know you like that kind of music. I was like, how do you not know that, man? I just look through my photos. It's all like heavy core bands and shit. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
I
it's pretty
can't wait
heavy
to put
stuff.
it on the radio tomorrow at work. Tell all the guys, look at the new band I found, man. Fucking. Yeah, today was my first intro with you guys. Your name really intrigued me, man. How did you guys? I'm always curious how you come up with the names or the name of the band, right?
Well, yeah, well, there's nothing special for for real on the name of the band. I guess we've been together for quite some time. Actually, we started back like in 2009, like when we
Mm-hmm.
were like pretty young. We're like maybe like 19, 20 at that time, and we were looking to start a band and jam and start things up, and we were looking for a band name like everybody that starts up band and without any like team or anything special, and just came up like brainstorming for names, and that name just came up, and it was we found that like it sounded metal like
Yeah,
sounded like a pretty metal name, so we just
yeah.
went with that name, and yeah, we stuck with it.
It works perfect, man. I love that fucking on your
Yeah,
grave. Like
it's
it's
pretty metal.
stuck in my head, man. Like I'm always fucking up band names and shit, man. But I think I got yours down pretty good already.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
But when you guys first got together, you said you're pretty young and shit. Did you guys go to school and stuff, or did you meet after or in college, or?
yeah, well, pretty much, yeah. We were all like friends that were going to high school together at that time, and we met our senior like at parties and stuff like that. And like me and the guitar player, Sim, the guitar player, we were like in a math course together, and we would like throw shit and listen to metal and go to parties together, and one day we just like we started having like this small rehearsal space that people like rented out, and like got our instruments in there, and starting jamming just for fun. And well, even before that, we started jamming in our old drummer's garage, his parents' garage. So we just started up there before we rented out a space, and like yeah, we were just all friends to start with, so just friends hanging out, drinking beer, partying, and trying to make music and stuff. So
Oh yeah, I feel you, man. That's how like my first band when we started. My buddy Snots. We didn't even have a name for us. We just jammed, like I said, in his fucking garage because it was detached, so we could actually
yeah,
be loud out there, right? And then it just went from there, right?
yeah, for sure. I think we all start there. There's no choice, huh?
No, not really, right? Not unless you're born into like the schooling and shit and raised on it. I got a
Yeah,
buddy, Q Dog. Bit of a shout out to him. He's pretty musically inclined, but he was fortunate enough to be right from a little kid put on a piano and stuff, right, and then playing the drums. The guy plays every instrument you hand him. He's like, "Boop, I know this song on here. Boop, he can play it."
yeah.
Pretty.
Some people are just born with natural talent oozing, out of the
Mm-hmm.
bodies.
Yeah, but yeah, a friend of mine, her son's just starting a band, learning to play. She was sending me over. He's playing the Deftones. It was one of the first songs I would kind of like learn on the heavier side, right? And it's like, I
Nice.
know that song. I don't know how to
Yeah,
play it anymore. It's been so long since I've even tried to play that one, but he was doing pretty good on it, right?
yeah, that's cool. Deftones, my seniors. That's his favorite band.
Oh,
Deftones. Yeah, and we went to see them actually the beginning of this year in Montreal. We went to see Deftones and Gojira in a concert that was postponed for like 2 years and a half because of COVID. So we were pretty stoked to finally see them.
yeah, no doubt, man. COVID killed, like, I was on a roll going to more shows every year. I hit up when I first moved back to Canada. I think I went to like 52 concerts. And the year after that, I did like 60 something, and then I pushed it up to 70, almost 80 concerts. The following
That
year, COVID hit the
that's a
fuck.
lot.
So it was like, oh, and I've only been to the ones that I've hosted or been a part of set putting together this year at all. Like, so I haven't had, I don't know. Next year's going to be different. I'm going to be back in the pit, I think, get my back fixed.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like when we were young, huh? Like going in the pits and everything. We were just today. It's more like we chill on the when we get floor
Yeah,
seats. We just chill at the back with a beer and even have some earplugs sometimes because it's so fucking loud. But
I know.
you enjoy the music instead of bashing your fucking heads together.
I hear you though, man. I was right in between with this last show we did. The first band come on, I just gave it fucking head banging away, and then by the end of the show, I was like, "Oh man, my whole back, my neck." I was like, my throat's
Yeah.
still scratchy from screaming all night long. It's like,
Totally,
oh
totally. Yeah, yeah. Just
yeah,
even we're so old. We just like just
I know.
standing up, like just standing up, like is for like 2 hours and a half. My back hurts. That's
Yeah,
just
no, I hear that, man. But what do you like when you're on stage nowadays? Do you still give that 100%? Do you still throw around and fucking kick the legs
yeah,
out like
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah, for
do?
sure. Yeah, that we always do that. We still always give our 100% on stage. Uh, we try to like be as intense as we can and get the crowd into it, not be like stiff, boring
Yeah,
show people in front, just like playing your instruments. And so we try to get everything in sync and everybody like head banging and being in the mood and being at the right grooves and the tempos, everything like synchronized and everything. So sometimes it's hard to do three things at the same time, but we try to get it as best as we can.
no, I noticed that this past weekend there with Die Enemy, Kingdom of Nightmares played, Earthworm, and then Dead Man's Prophecy actually come down from Quebec and did the headliner. Actually, they ended up headlining that night, and they fucking
Okay.
crushed it. Like every band brought it all, man, all night long. It was like it just got better and better and better and better. Man. It was just fantastic.
Yeah, you don't have a choice, huh? You have to like demark yourself from the others. Also, you just can't be just like a normal band.
Yeah, come
Just
out in your street clothes per se and just stand there and play your notes, not move or anything. It's
yeah,
like,
it's kind of boring. Yeah.
uh, like sometimes I've seen like Late Night Trouble or Gotham, they'll come out in the crowd and fucking sing. The bass player will come down and play right in the crowd and shit. Like, I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that. Zach Wilder still does that shit. Comes out into the crowd, like
yeah,
starts solo while he's walking around, right? Like,
yeah. Totally, totally. And we like to like we don't take ourselves like that seriously either. So we like to say a lot of random funny shit. So
Oh,
it's
exactly,
kind of
man.
funny also just like to interact with the crowd and just say dumb shit that it's funny,
Yeah. Oh no, you got to be interactive with the crowd, even afterwards, selling your own merch, being at the table,
Yeah,
seeing people come up. Wow, eyes this big because they fell in love with your music right then and there.
yeah,
Have a pen, I'm buying shit, sign it for me. Like that's got to
yeah.
be.
That's so awesome though. Like when you live that, it's so cool to see people like reacting to your music, and it's totally different also. I have noticed like just posting your music online and everything is one thing, but
Yeah,
when you do a live concert and some people come out and really see you, yeah, I think that there's really some like kind of spark there that really gets people really in the band for real when they see that live energy and they're like, oh shit, okay, these guys are like they deliver. This sounds even better live. I could feel the vibe, and and when they really get into it, they're tripping. It's really a cool feeling to see that happen.
Oh, I know. Like I've known Dead Man's Prophecy for a few years now. I even went down when they won the heavy metal Montreal off during COVID. They did a big online thing and won the whole thing. And that was the first time I seen them live. Like I already know they're awesome. I've hung out with them, we party, but I've never been to one of their shows yet. So to have them headline this year for our show, fuck, that was awesome. So my next step is now to put on something in Montreal and have the boys from Maine come up with their bands and fucking kind of cross it on over. So we'll definitely be in touch about that. You're right in the area, right? So I'm working
Yeah.
on a venue right now in Quebec that I can use, right? So that's my
Okay.
main concern. Once we get that down, I have the bands are already lined up, ready to go. Pretty much, just narrowing down a date, and then we're rocking.
Yeah, that
Get the
sounds good.
boys up in Maine and fucking, I'll house them up for the weekend again, like I did with Dead Man's down there, right? And make it happen, man. That'd be a sick show right there. Maybe a 2-day banger.
Yeah,
That'd
yeah, like a festival or something.
be, right?
Or
That'd
you
be
could have
awesome.
one, like put on a show in Ontario also if you want.
Oh yeah, make a little wee roundabout, right?
Yeah,
Ontario, Maine, and then Quebec. Shit, that would
yeah,
work out great.
full circle.
Yeah. Hey, well, definitely, it's in the books, man. I gotta write that down. I gotta try and figure something out for next year. Maybe near the end. I know everyone's booked already for a bit, right? But I know our
Uh,
festival here is Ontario. We're filled up for both shows already. We,
really?
I don't know how it happened so fast, yeah. But our main one, I think we're full already for Maine for next year. It all depends on passports with people, right? So, but you guys have passports and shit, right? You guys are able to travel to the U.S. and stuff, or is that something you considered?
Well, yeah, we all have passports, that's for sure. Uh, for touring to the US, I'm not sure if that's gonna happen anytime soon. We haven't talked about anything about that.
Yeah.
Guys, we're all in our early 30s, and our guitar player just had his first child like a month ago, and
Yeah.
a bass player also had his first child like not too long ago. So we're kind of in that are in that mood right now. So for sure things are a bit different, but we have like two concerts coming up here in Quebec, in the province of Quebec to finish up the year, and then going into next year, we'll see what we're gonna be planning with that with all that situation that's happening.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's cool. I usually like right now. I'm just doing weekend bangers where you just come down for the one show and then you're back home. You're back home by fucking Sunday night.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, we usually try to get concerts booked on weekends and Fridays, and for sure for us, like living in Quebec. With all those dads. We can't be going up in like Ottawa or something on a Tuesday night. So it's more complicated for those kind of things right now, for sure.
Well, I've been pretty good at keeping the shows on the Fridays or this. Usually, I try to do it on the Saturday because normally most of the bands are traveling pretty far. Like I know next year, Johnny No Cash, he's coming all the way from BC, right? Late Night Trouble's probably coming if they don't get booked for a festival. They'll be there for that one. That's they're coming from Montreal, right? One in the Chamber, they're a local band out of Toronto. We're waiting for them to confirm, right? Andrew Joseph, he's out of Woodstock, so he's coming like 3-4 hours coming down, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, we would love to come down. We've never played actually in Ontario, so we would love to come and play there anywhere in Ontario, even if it's in Toronto or anywhere. If it's on a weekend, on a weekday, on a weekend. Sorry.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
we would love that.
Yeah, I'm still working on my venue for the heavy metal shows. Like I get the rock and roll kind of. I can't go much heavier than like the Electric Dead. They're kind of like a Black Sabbath Halloween band, right? But
Okay.
once I nail that down, man, I'm gonna take a full advantage of that. It'll be the Montreal invasion of Ontario, man, because you guys are crushing it with the metal scene. Like you can't, you guys are destroying everybody else. Toronto's next, right? And then out east,
Yeah.
right? That's fucking kind of banging it up a lot, right?
Yeah, the Quebec metal invasion is coming.
Yeah, it is. So can't wait. That was just my boss texting me. They had no plan when I left work today. I was like, "What's the plan tomorrow?" I don't know. So it's like, all right, let me know. Right, I'll be there.
Yeah,
So
you
you
got to
guys
take
do
it day to day.
9 to 5 too, right? Like a friend of mine calls it the day walker job, right?
Well, what's that?
Oh, like you guys work from 9 to 5, probably more than 9 to 5, like I do, right?
Yeah, yeah, we all have day jobs,
Yeah.
40 hours a week, Monday to Friday. For yeah, we're not gonna make a living with some death metal.
Yeah, I know. It's so crazy that the scene itself is just so passionate about music. We always do and make it happen regardless. And you already know coming into it, you know, probably not going to make millions of dollars and sell out, 100 million
Yeah,
people and shit, right? But that's
no,
not
so
what
yeah,
we do.
that's just the reality of it. So that's kind of the thing, That's why no guys all have their day-to-day jobs, and that's the
Mhm.
reality of things. And we all have our own lives apart from making music and the band. So there are other priorities for sure. That's why we're not like touring everywhere because we don't have anything else to do.
No, I hear that. It's even hard for me to get out and see shows now. Now that they're starting back up, I didn't really plan on seeing anything, so never booked any time off. So it was like, oh, I can't go to that. I can't go to this one. Oh, fuck. I wish I
Yeah,
was more ball about it, booking these days off. But oh well, next year,
yeah.
right?
Since COVID kind of finished in some kind of way, everything is opening back like much more than before for the show. So yeah, I think everybody was off all of those concerts for a couple of years, but now it's kind of booming back a lot.
Yeah. Now you said you guys have some shows coming up.
We got like two shows. We got one next week actually, next Saturday in the north region of the province of Quebec in the Saguenay.
Yeah.
And then we have a local show on the 10th of December for the kind of a release show for the Golden Decay EP in Quebec City with some other bands.
Oh, nice, man. That's sick. See, if
Cool.
I hop, if known I would have booked the time off and hop the train and fucking come down, right?
Yeah,
That'd be
it's a
awesome.
long way. It's a long way, but it could
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah. When it comes to driving and traveling, nothing's too far for me, man. Like I went to South Africa to go to the death metal fest over there with Stone Daisies and them, who are a podcast out of there that does same thing I do and stuff, promote bands and shit like that. And but they're out of South Africa, so I
That's far, man.
the plans got canceled. She's like, "Well, come here." So I hopped the plane a couple weeks later and fucking flew there. Right, went to Death Fest, seen Human Nebula. That's the only name I can remember because they're weird pronunciations, right? But the
Yeah.
sick band, every one of them are sick, man. Like there's a bunch of videos if you go back through me being there and stuff. Fucking couple of the bands were on. Yeah, fun times, man. But
Yeah,
you're
South Africa. That's far, man.
Yeah, I ended up going for like 28, 27 days or something. I had to get out quick because of the Omicron virus that they found. It was only because they found it first, and then they were like, "Oh, it must have started there. You found it first, you know."
Yeah.
So they were canceling all the flights out. I got the last flight back to Canada, man. I was like, "Holy fuck, that was close."
Yeah, close one, man, for sure.
Yeah, but your artwork, man. That's pretty sick. I'm looking at it right now. I love that album cover, man. Like,
Thanks, man.
how did you guys come up? Did you secondhand that or sub it out to somebody else, or one of you guys fucking an artist, or?
No, we're not. We're not the ones that did it, but
Yeah,
it was is it a Finnish? No, it's a girl artist called I can't really pronounce. I don't want to destroy her name, but it's kind. It's she's from Europe.
yeah.
And I'm not too sure if it's the Netherlands or Finland or something. I can't remember, but yeah, she did the artwork for us, and we had a concept with the name of the album and some ideas with that the heart and the decaying like flowers, everything
Mhm.
all around it with the kind of the theme of the album. So. Yeah, she did an amazing job. As you said, it really came out really great, and
No, I love
it's
how that golden heart just pops right off of that black and white, as you said, from the decaying flowers around it, right? Like
yeah,
that's pretty awesome, man.
yeah, and we wanted to be we've always been like a little bit I could say like not like different, but like a little bit like artsy in some kind of way, but
Yeah,
like we're
it's
not
a
too
fun,
much
dark.
of, doing like all those death metal bands always have those same covers of like I don't know, some zombies getting eaten or some freaking
You can't
space
read the
creature
title.
coming out of something like destroying everything. It's like always the same shit all the time. So we wanted to do our own kind of thing, even if there's no zombies getting killed. The music is so brutal anyway. So yeah, that's kind of our our thing, I guess.
Well, you can even read the name of the band on it too. I find
Yeah,
a lot of the shows we pick out, oh, it's got to be good. I can't read the fucking band names. It's all fucking
yeah,
layered up, you know, like ah. Who's this?
yeah. It's
I
like
don't know. I don't know. You know, here's their shirt though. I'm wearing it now, right? Like,
yeah,
but you guys have merch and all that
yeah.
out
We
yet?
do. Yeah, we
Awesome.
do. We just released like I think like 2 weeks ago some new merch actually on our Bandcamp. You could go on our Bandcamp and you go. There's a few models up there that are pretty sick actually. So yeah, if
Yeah.
you guys are into it, you could go check out our Bandcamp, the Upon Your Grave Bandcamp for the merch is up there.
Awesome, man. I love seeing the merch because people don't understand, especially with us metalheads. That's where our money comes from, man. Like
Yeah,
even
totally.
Imperial Age is coming on this Saturday, and they're completely crowd-funded band, independent band. You know what I mean? Like now they're doing very well for themselves, obviously, but that's because of the fans. Like it's our fans that keep us alive in that sense. They buy our new strings and buy our fucking patch cords and our new gear, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, totally. 100%. Those are the things that give us a little helping hand. Just paying off some expenses for like when you got some studio to book, and all the expenses, like when you got to do some shows, touring, and everything that comes with a band is not cheap.
No, not at all, man. Like even this past weekend there, we as the Boneyard, Hollywood and I covered the food, the hotels for everybody. We just did one big Airbnb, right? But you know, some of the booze, and then there was other gifts that were given while at the show and stuff. You know what I mean? And fucking that's
Yeah, that costs money.
yeah. They paid
Somebody's
their way
gonna pay
in,
for
and gas, which was awesome. I appreciate that. Normally, gas is a big thing. Everyone's like,
it.
I need gas money, right?
Yeah, for sure. Gas, hotel, all the food, all those things you try to get, not have to pay from your own pocket, every time. So because in the end, you're gonna be like, well, we love doing music, but it's costing me all this shit ton of money, just and nobody gives a shit. So sometimes some people are gonna get.
No,
I guess that's why some people just stop doing it at some point. Also.
yeah, no, it's true though. They give up. They like you said, other responsibilities come first. Like, how do you tell your wife, "Oh, I bought a new band"? That's why we don't have fucking food to this week or something.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to explain.
Yeah. Look at the new tour bus, right?
Yeah,
Meanwhile, you're not.
it's for a baby. It's for the baby.
Yeah, no doubt. There we go. Sorry, man. I forgot to
Yeah,
tell you. Sometimes my internet drops out. Oh, there
shit
we go.
happens.
Yeah, get rid of that. There we go. We're back. But yeah, it's crazy on how that works. People, the fans actually understand. My friend Tammy, I watched her dump $400 one night just on merch. Just to help
Shit.
out because the fucking band were so great that night. I tried to take 102, but times have been tough. And then now going to the shows, I'm bringing the bands with me, so I'm paying for all that too. It's like, fuck, I got no money left for merch.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, but we're almost there. I'm almost fucking it's winter time, so won't be too many shows.
Yeah, it calms down a bit sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, Christmas is coming up. Not too many people are on tour for Christmas and shit, right?
Yeah, I know. You got to spend that money on those gifts for all the family and stuff.
I know. And what better way than buy a fucking On Your Grave T-shirt or CD?
Yeah, for your grandma. Your grandma's gonna love that Upon Your Grave T-shirt for
Oh,
sure.
fuck yeah. I just watched a fucking video. This old lady was doing Rob Zombie, man, Dragula at
Yeah,
karaoke.
yeah, I saw that also pop up on my Facebook feed.
Yeah. I like the new algorithm though with the thing because now I don't get all the other stupid shit. It's just because I look at music so much. My feed is nothing but bands and music now. It's so awesome, man.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I get. It's probably going to help like people like us like get some better interaction with people also that like music instead of
Mm-hmm.
seeing like people's what they're eating tonight and
Yeah,
shit like that.
I was laughing with my sister. I'm like, I don't care you're eating a sandwich. You know,
Yeah,
like,
fucking
no,
chicken sandwich tonight. Who cares?
yeah, it fucking looks good. Definitely looks
Yeah,
delicious. But if you want that, start a cooking show like I did.
yeah.
Boneyard Cafe, man. I'm probably gonna film the episode number 6 finally this weekend.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, I do some drunken cooking. So now that I'm off for a month or so, I'm just gonna bake with some weed and shit this time. Just get all high.
I gotta watch that. It looks pretty funny.
Oh, but yeah, I'll send you the link after the show. Man. Fucking take you to my mac and cheese. That's the best one.
Nice.
I have
See that?
like half in the bag. I poured a whole pile of breadcrumbs all over the top. You're only supposed to use like a cup. I took the whole bag. Come
Fuck.
out good and crispy though, man. Fuck, it was delicious.
No doubt.
You guys do much like when you guys get together for your jam sessions and shit, do you sit around and like eat together afterwards or before and then jam, or is it just strictly just get? I know you
uh,
guys are buddies in that sense, right? So
yeah, no, we just we jam pretty much pretty early, like every week at the same day.
mhm.
We just pretty much show up. We chill a little bit. We talk. We drink a few beers. And then we jam through a set list of what next show is gonna look like and practice those songs. Or we also if we have some new songs that we're putting up together, we practice some parts and stuff like that. So yeah, or else sometimes during the summer we would do a few times we did like some barbecues that were outside of the jams. You know, we
Yeah,
just hang
so,
out like on the weekend, like a band barbecue, or sometimes we'd go and do like some band bowling and shit like that. So
that's cool, man. Team building, band bowling instead of team
yeah,
building, right? Oh, that's
yeah,
awesome.
bowling is awesome.
Yeah, I like 5 pin, 10 pin's pretty fun too, I guess, right? But
Yeah, yeah,
you guys go
I'm
to that
down with
rock
it.
and roll? Do they have rock and roll there?
Uh, I don't know. I don't think so.
No, I think there might be glow in the dark bowling. Normally they play rock music and it's all like fucking glow in the dark paint everywhere and shit.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, like there's some kind of thing like that. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I haven't seen one in years. I wonder if I'm gonna Google that after the show, see where the closest one is.
Yeah,
Maybe
with like a disco ball like hanging out on the floor and stuff like that.
yeah. But we'll definitely talk more about next year having the big show in Montreal. I'm trying to land a spot there now. And then, depending on what goes down in Maine, I'll let you know about that as well. You guys,
Yeah,
that'll be another just a weekend tour, get there Saturday or Friday, depending on how far it is. I know that when Dave and them come down, it was only 4.5 hour drive for them to where the venue was. And they come out of Louisville there.
okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah, well, Maine isn't that far, so yeah,
yeah.
that is a possibility for sure.
Yeah, we'll definitely be in touch and keep in touch with that. You'll have to add me up on Messenger so we can. That's usually
Yeah,
the
yeah,
best way to talk, or I'll throw you my number and shit. Just throw you right in the phone.
yeah. We'll
And
do that for sure. Send me like
yeah,
your name on Messenger via the email, and we'll hook that up for sure.
yeah, I'll send it all email way. And then I am trying to land some shit next year for here, probably Toronto, maybe Niagara, that kind of area too. So we'll see what we can do. Right, that's our
Yeah,
goal. Just
that
tour with
sounds
fans.
good.
Here we go.
You, you gotta try. You gotta try.
Yeah, for sure, right? But for the like, would you be like what festival do you really want to be a part of at least for like a big stage in that sense? Like I know Heavy Montreal, that's pretty big fucking stage there, right?
That would be pretty cool, actually. Heavy Montreal, that would be awesome. I think everybody would dream to do, like, play like the Wacken Festival in Germany and stuff like
Oh,
that, or
legendary.
yeah, or just play like here in Quebec. We have the Festival d'été of Quebec. That could be cool if there's a metal band coming, opening up on the plains of Abraham. That's pretty awesome too. Um,
Nice.
yeah, I think there's a couple of other cool festivals that are in on the West Coast. I think there's like Loud as Hell and the Armstrong Festival in BC. Also, those are some cool festivals. Also, though that are possibilities that if we could get that set up and
Mhm.
ahead of time, maybe that would be a possibility. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. That'd be. I know Asher runs a few out west there.
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd you meet him? Just from being the band and fuck, did he find you guys and be like, hey?
No, I think I actually I had him added on Facebook for like a long time. I've never I think we never met actually in real life, but like being in the metal scene and on the internet for so long, like a lot of people just add each other like
Yeah,
randomly at
that's
some
how.
point, like for years, and you see what they do and you talk to other people, and well, actually, we recorded this EP with Chris Donaldson from Cryptopsy, and as I remember now, when you ask me, he's the one that brought it up back to me when I was talking with Chris about like other stuff that comes with promo and shit like
Mhm.
that after recording, and I think he was the one that mentioned his name back to me. So taking it from Chris, I just got in contact back with John, and we set it up from there.
Oh, that guy's a legend, man. We crossed line somewhere on the internet, and that's how I got hooked up with him, right? I've had him on the show one time. I know the guy's busy as fuck. I haven't bothered him since to come on, But yeah, yeah, amazing dude for what he does for the metal scene, man. 100%. Big shout out to him for sure.
Yeah, big shout out to him. Yeah, for sure.
But some of the local bands where you're playing, man, like what are some of the local bands that you go and see on the weekend and shit?
There's quite a few here in Quebec. There's Eternam, that is a pretty cool band from here that are kind of like a how would you? They're kind of like a middle. How I don't know how to say it in English. Like
You can say,
they're like hey, they're yeah, their music. They're like Middle East like influence metal but it's really good. It's called Eternam. Um, there's a lot of bands here for sure. There's the Flaying, Hadelom, Nordame. There's so many bands that are on the local scene here that are just killing it. So yeah, the list is long.
yeah, I know you guys. Montreal is definitely taking the fucking heavy metal scene. Like we'd all have to combine the rest of our provinces to fucking even compete where you guys are with music right now. Like it's unreal.
But there's a lot of cool bands from Ontario also that are ripping it. That's for
Oh
sure.
yeah, we've got quite a few here too, man. Like Active Violence, they're out of Toronto here. One in the Chamber I mentioned earlier, right? Fucking I got a fucking Phantom High, another great band in Vale. Shot Down Twice. Cross Dogs are Ontario, really kick ass fucking punk band, right? Johnny Eyeball and them over there at Green Light, and I'm gonna fuck his band up too, man. Green Light District, and then there's he's like Hawk Setters. I think I got it correct. Hawk Setters.
Yeah,
They're a
nice.
local punk band, man. They're fucking pretty good. They're weekend warriors like yourselves, right? Just
Yeah,
do it
yeah,
for
yeah,
right. Maybe
yeah,
one day, okay, but you're gonna do it regardless. So
yeah.
yeah,
Exactly. You got to do it for the right reasons, right? The passion of music.
Yeah, you really see it too on stage and stuff. And even after the shows, the interaction with the bands and stuff. I know once you get like hundreds of thousands of people following, you can't go out and shake hands with everybody, right?
Yeah.
But anything else we should cover, man? Fuck, I know it's busy. You probably got to work tomorrow and shit as well, right? So
Yeah, well, for sure that here, you guys, you got like an hour, before. What time is it? You got it 8:50 or 9:50?
I am 9:50 here.
Oh, it's the same time. Oh,
Oh, we're in the same time zone. Well, that's cool, man.
yeah, yeah.
Not too
Well,
often that happens either for me. Either out
yeah.
west, you know.
But I was watching at the same time the Toronto Maple Leafs playing the hockey game, and it just finished. So, um, yeah. Well, I don't know. Do you guys have any other questions regarding anything uh, for the band or?
Well, as a guitar player, I can ask you just directly, like for influences growing up, I'm always kind of curious. I kind of will roll into two questions on this one, but what were some of the bands that even got you into music and even like loving just into metal? Like, what was that transition? Or was it instant metal as soon as you come out the womb? Right?
No. Well, I started off playing guitar when I was like maybe I think 12 or 13 years old.
Yeah.
Before that, I listened to a lot of like punk music, but like commercial punk music, like Sum 41, Blink 182, all that stuff. Like just starting off discovering music, and then I got into more like a classic rock stuff. Really got into like Led Zeppelin, and Led Zeppelin was like it was a big band for me. I really love Jimmy Page and Led Zeppelin, and go everything with the ball got rolling and got into heavier music, like got into Metallica, and it's kind of funny because when at my age, when like Saint Anger came out, I thought like Saint Anger was so heavy. You're like, oh, this is cool, man. But when you get into like Metallica for real, and they get into real discover like all these other kind of metals and everything, like, oh shit, okay, that album kind of sounds like not the real deal, but
Yeah.
it's a long way from the beginning, and I really got. I think my big metal band crush when I was young was really Megadeth. I really got into all those riffs from Dave Mustaine and Marty Freeman and everything like that. Was really a big influence on me for sure. I can't speak for our other guitar player, but um, yeah, I guess like it's a bit common. I guess like Metallica and Megadeth were really those big bands that really got me into heavy
One of the
music.
top five, you know. Mine would have been, yeah, Motorhead was for me. My buddy bought me a Ace of Spades CD for my birthday. Never
Yeah,
looked back, right? But
yeah,
up till
Ace
then,
of
yeah, I
Spades.
was listening to like Weird Al. My stepdad would put on some records now and again. He was big into like Pink Floyd and the Doors and stuff like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Mom and
love all those bands.
country. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, Ace
yeah,
of
I'm a bit
Spade
older.
reminds me so much of when like that's big skateboarding song. Like when we were
Mm.
teenagers, skateboarding, like blasting Ace of Spade while doing some kick flips and everything. That just oozes teenage years for me.
Yeah. So on the other little weird question, man, what's some of the off music that you listen to that people would be like, you fucking listen to that, you know?
Oh, dude, I listen to like music like is all over the place. I'm
Yeah.
not shy about anything I listen to. I could listen to like electronic music, pop music, blues,
Yeah.
reggae. I listen to everything. I really don't care about people's opinion. So
No, I like that,
dude,
man.
I could listen to like Dua Lipa if you want, man. I don't
Yeah.
mind. Yeah,
Everyone fucking listens to, they hear music different, you know? And some of us
yeah.
hear all music in that sense. Like my map's all over the board too, man. Like up and down, fucking from Janis Joplin right up to you guys and Deadwood.
Yeah.
Uh,
It depends on the mood of the moment. Huh? Music
no,
is a moment thing, and you can't always be listening to like death metal all the time. You know, it goes with the mood that you're feeling. Music is music. All music is good. You know, it's just yeah. There's something to appreciate in every style of music.
yeah, no, it's so true though, man. Well spoken, right? But yeah, man. I know we both got to work tomorrow and shit. Once again, where do we find your merch? Where's the best spot to support the band, man? Like,
Yeah, well, the best spot to support the band for now, if you're not close to us and you can't come to a show, go on Bandcamp for sure is the best place and the cheapest place for your shipping also and everything like that. We ship all over the world. We've actually shipped a couple CDs a few weeks back and like even to Japan. So that was kind of
oh,
cool. Yeah. So if you guys want to support us, go on Bandcamp, or if you live close, come see us at a show and take a beer with us, and we're real friendly. So
well, I'll be off the sauce on your last show there, so I'll be able to come out of the booth. I'll be back off. But fuck, thank you, man, so much. That was a pleasure talking to you, man. And I'll send you the info on the email here right after the show, and then you'll have all the contact. We'll stay in touch, and we'll start putting some shows together, man, on all sides of the border. Where
yeah,
we
for
can.
sure. That sounds great, man. And thanks for having us. It was a pleasure talking to you and getting to know you and everything. So can't wait to get some other stuff rolling.
Yeah, awesome, man. Once again, appreciate it, man. Upon your grave, check these guys out. We're gonna get your links up in the title here in the next couple of days. I'll get them off Bandcamp and shit and post them up so that people can watch and then re-click on the links and all that fun stuff. Don't forget, we've got merch too. I'm wearing actually the only sweater. Well, Hollywood has the other one, but it's got my name on it and shit. But we do have
Nice.
shirts and stickers. You can find us in the links up above on the top of the page for all that shit. So once again, man, play loud, play proud, no matter what it is. And thanks
Yeah.
again, buddy. And we'll talk to you real soon, man.
Yeah. Thanks again, and thanks for the support.
Oh, anytime, man. That's one reason why I do the show, and one reason why I try to go to as many concerts as I can a year. Right? You got to get out
Yeah.
there, support your local bands, man. Your music, because everyone loves music.
Yeah.
So, yeah, right. Play it
Yeah.
loud, play it loud, baby. We'll see you guys for the next show, and I don't even know when it is, other than the Saturday one. So there might be one or more in between. We don't know. I don't know. Hollywood does. You let me know.
That's
What
all
I
good.
know,
That's
you
all
let me
good.
know. Yeah. So we'll talk to you soon, brother. Have a good night, man.
Rock and roll.